I'm good. How are you?
We're good. We're making it. I got 3 sick kids, but thankfully it was strep returned. So you're never ever wanting strep unless it's like during this time, right?
Yeah, I was going to say this is probably the first time in your life you've been thankful for strep.
Yes, absolutely. So I either the antibiotics didn't work the first time because before all this shut down, they had gotten strep right before spring break. And then my youngest, or actually my middle son, kept his toothbrush from Santa, and I
Uh,
think that's what happened.
well, it could have been worse, so I'm like you, thankful it was only strep. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to talk with me today. I know that with coronavirus and feeling like the whole world has shut down, it's been really hard on businesses, especially small, locally owned businesses. So I'm just wanting to spotlight some people and get them out there in front of our community. And I want them to get to know a little more about you and your business, and then how can we support you. That's kind of what I want to accomplish with this today. Excuse me, you have to forgive me. My allergies are trying to kill me.
It's a terrible time to have allergies too.
It is.
So
You can't even go in the store and cough. Everyone looks at you like you're going to kill them. So, yeah, I have been fighting that the whole time. I had to actually leave the store one day because I felt a coughing fit coming on, and I knew that everyone would assume I had coronavirus.
yes.
So the first thing I want to know is just, I know you've got 3H Farms, Texas. That's the full name of it?
Well, that was our farm name, 3Hfarmstx. We started out in 2017. We sold our home in Azle. If I'd have known you, we would have went through you. But
That's all right.
but we sold our home in Azle. We wanted a house in Azle, but we wanted a lot of land. And so there wasn't a lot of land available in Azle for a good price. So we moved out to Springtown because Azle is my hometown. That's where I was born in All Saints Hospital, Fort Worth. My parents lived in Azle. So I lived in Azle most of my life. And I love the little town. But we moved out to Springtown and started our farm for goats to have goat's milk because my sons have eczema like I do. And I found out through my parents that my dad's grandmother made her own soaps because of their sensitive skin. So I just started like researching, and I found goat's milk soap at a farmer's market, fell in love with it. And the lady, gave me some tips about how she made her soap. And then I couldn't find her anymore. So
No.
I just was like on a mission to make my own soaps, just like my great grandmother. And I'd started making my own soaps a little over 2 years ago. And we just got so much great feedback from gifts because we gave it away as Christmas gifts and teacher gifts and stuff like that. And so after a year giving away our soaps, we decided to go ahead and open a business. So we officially opened our business September of last year. And this is real life. What, baby? Now, give me a few minutes. I'm on an interview. Okay, thank you.
See, this is why I love coronavirus, because it's made all of us be real again. You know,
Yes. There's no room for fakeness right now. There's
I,
just
I mean, it is. Everyone knows that when you're on one of these Zoom calls, you are either in yoga pants or pajama pants. I chose yoga today. Felt it was a little fancier for the interview. Yeah, I wear my shirt, but no one's gonna see my pants. It's been really nice because we've gotten to just be us and not have to feel dressed up and like you have to be somebody um, out in the community. I love it. I kind of live that way anyway. Um, I don't wear stilettos and power suits. You usually will see me in a Remax shirt and a pair of jeans. So that's how I like it.
I
So
like the Zoom calls because in the morning times I'm feeding the goats and I'm bottle feeding 4 babies now,
oh,
and so my pants get a little dirty, and so I can run in here, do a Zoom call, and catch up. And now that everything is the way it is, people are ordering products online and picking them up. It's called gate pickup right now,
Okay.
we arrange a thing, and they've been driving out to the country just to get out of the house, and they're like, oh, I know it, and there's cows and animals everywhere, livestock. Everybody out here pretty much owns. I probably have one of the smallest properties. Everybody's got big ranches out here. So it's, I got 10 acres, or my husband and I have 10 acres, but everyone's got like 20, 30, hundreds.
Hmm.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, we just bought 3 acres in December and moved. We're just about halfway between Azle and Boyd right now,
Oh, that's a
off
great
of
place.
Nob Hill. So we bought 3 acres, and I now am back to having goats and chickens and a horse, and so I didn't realize how much I missed all of that until we got back out here, and we're already going 3 acres isn't going to be enough. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can stay settled for a few years before we decide to take on more responsibility. I'm just trying to enjoy my 3 acres, but um, okay, so you've been doing this for about a year, and that was one of my questions was how you're doing your orders and if you're shipping or pickup. So what kind of products do you offer?
Well, we do the all natural goat's milk soap. I originally started just making them for sensitive skin with honey and oat and lavender essential oil and oatmeal. I make an all fragrance free, no dye kind. And then my son, he suffered, I'm going to say it wrong, I'm bad. I butcher the English language. He had these things called musculums, and they were little growths that looked like skin tags. And it was the weirdest thing, but the doctor sent us to, I can't even think, a dermatologist, and they told us to use calendula or calendula, how us country girls say it, calendula oil. Heather from 10 Star Tea, she's like, no, it's calendula. And I'm like, it's calendula.
I
But
call it
no,
calendula. I'm interviewing her on Monday. We'll get into that.
she's so, she's, she knows her herbs. She definitely does. I love that girl. And so, anyways, I started making a soap because we would put the oil on him and it was helping. So I made a calendula soap with activated charcoal. And I just kept experimenting and going on. And now I'm doing some more with all natural. They're fragrance oils, but they're naturally derived and they don't irritate my skin. So now I have like cucumber melon, which is like,
Mhm.
I'm 80s baby, but a 90s kid. So that's like my youth. So I started doing some experimenting, and each and every bar I test out, of course. So I'm enjoying the process and being creative because I feel like I can be really creative when I make the soaps. I love the designs and the swirls. I have one right here. I'll show you this is the calendula. I love that one. So that's the activated charcoal and calendula, and then I put the real flowers on top. I have Heather's order. She had ordered some soaps, and then I have coconut lime because she has a coconut lime tea, and I was like, I have coconut lime soap. So
Perfect.
she's awesome. She made an Earl Grey and green tea that I just loved, and I made a soap for her shop last year, and she just loved it. So I love collaborating with her and putting soap with actual grounds in it, so it's a scrubby soap. And I just, we have several different. I just want to stay more for sensitive skin, but a lot of people keep asking me for fragrance soaps, so we're
Hmm.
expanding. And now I do body butters, and every time I make a batch of body butters, I sell out. So that's something that is exciting because it helps people with eczema and really dry skin. If you're like I am, I have like really dry feet, and it's because I have eczema. And so that's why I started making my own body butter, because lotions even broke us out. So I make an all natural body butter, and it's it's fun. And bath bombs now. I'm like expanding a little bit as I go, learning all the stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It really is.
So are you making like the bath bombs and the body butters that will have the same kind of fragrances as some of your soaps so you can layer that scent?
Yes, on the body butters, I use essential oils for the lavender and peppermint, because peppermint is soothing, especially for people who suffer with arthritis. I wanted to make it, I can't claim it's healing. I found that out. You can't make claims, that it does certain things. But lavender is one of those things I just use for headaches, and peppermint. And so I just take my body butter and I'll rub it up here on my temples when I have a headache, and it helps my headache. And it does not have goat's milk in it. A lot of people, that's a big question. I am going to try to make lotion with goat's milk, but the body butter is just coconut oil and shea butter. And then I have the lavender and peppermint in it. And then I put calendula because it's antiseptic. It's just amazing for your skin. Then I found out black cumin seed is amazing for your skin, rosehip oil, frankincense. So I try to put all of the essential oils in there that will not only soothe your skin, but kind of heal it if you have cracked and dry, severe skin.
I know I
So,
have used essential oils and natural products for years. I didn't have any real reactions to the products with chemicals in it, but I just one day, the more I read, the more I wanted to try to get those chemicals out of my house and my life, and I didn't want to be putting chemical shampoos and soaps and things like that. So I appreciate people like you who go the extra mile and try to come up with things that are going to work for sensitive skin or people like me who just don't want the chemicals in their life.
yeah, I mean, I don't want the chemicals in our lives. I was tired of my kids breaking out. I got accustomed to it, I guess, and getting the steroid creams, and always doctors and stuff. So, especially when you have a newborn and they're just broke out so bad,
Mm-hmm.
it really just, I was like, this is it. Even the sensitive skin baby stuff that I would buy that cost an arm and a leg would still break my kids out because there was something in it irritating their skin. I mean, I don't know what they were putting in there, but it is based, it's just oils in my soap. It's powdered goat's milk. So I wish I could say, because they have the saying already, from happy cows. I was saying from happy goats, and it's like I can't trademark anything. So, but our goats are really happy. I spoil them. They're very well taken care of.
Well, I know I follow you on your page and they look happy to me. So
No.
I love the things you share and I love the pictures of the goats. I bottle fed mine until about a month ago and now they just eat everything in sight, and when I let them out of their pen they try to eat things that they shouldn't even be eating. So the fact that you have more than two goats is good job, because the two goats I've got, it's some days they're crying. I love them, but sometimes my husband the other day he said I'd like to just hug them until they stop touching everything. I said, do not hug my goats. I love. He said they're so much fun to watch and they're so cute, but they get into everything.
They do. I have 10, and we have several different kinds. We have two Nubians, and then they had our Nigerian. And I mean, just the mixture of having the little mini goats and then the big goats. And now we just got a new dairy goat from a really good friend of ours. She does show goats. And then that to have expensive cut down with feed, they had to, she's a Swiss Alpine. She's absolutely gorgeous, and we just love her. But they push themselves into the chicken coop, so I'm like trying to get my husband to put a fence around. They're a mess. They're eating my shirt while I'm bottle feeding the other babies and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I have them trying to eat my hair. I mean, they're a mess. What kind of goats do you have?
I've got Nigerian dwarf.
I love them. We have several of those.
They I they're like a big dog. I mean, they're like a dog that gets into everything. They want to taste
Thank you.
everything. They want to play with everything. That I walked outside the other day, and one of them was just laid out across my little patio table. Just decided to get up on the patio table and take a nap. So nothing is sacred with a goat. So okay,
I know.
before
I describe them like dogs too.
yeah, they are. That's to me, they're like dogs with hooves, horns, and get into a lot more. Puppies get into things, but puppies don't hold a candle to what goats will do.
Exactly.
So before we have to get off here, I know you said you were taking online orders. Do you have a website you want people to use? Is it better to contact you through your Facebook page? What's the best way for people to get in contact and find out about your products and get an order put in?
We do have a website. It's 3Hfarmstx for Texas.com. And it has all our social media links on there to Facebook. We have YouTube videos. I'm a content creator. I actually show my exact process on how to make the soaps. So I give away all my secrets. I mean, I really do. People that are DIYers like me to have a chance to make soaps. But if they see the process and see how they do it, a lot of people are just like, I'll just buy soap from you.
Yeah, I'd rather
So
just
it's
buy it.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of process. But my Facebook page is 3Hfarmstx as well, and a lot of people send me just a private message on there, especially
Okay.
with locals. And I still try to meet up, with the social distancing and everything. I can meet, in town and stuff like that. But ship, I do all that stuff. So there's no cart button yet on our website, but we're getting there. Once we get a little bigger, we're still a little small company, but we're hoping to get bigger. Especially, I know this is going to be over with soon. I just feel it. I feel like we're on, we're past the curve. Things seem to be not as doom and gloom as everybody was reporting, which is great.
Yes.
At the numbers that they kept predicting. So that makes me confident that we're going to be back to business really soon. And soon we'll be doing a vendor events. Like Mayfest was coming up. We were supposed to be doing that. And that was our main source of income, was the first Mondays in Weatherford, farmers markets, vendor events. And the winery in Springtown would do spring events and fall events. So we're ready to get back doing those.
Well, I'm hoping that because everyone was cooped inside all spring, that the fall events are huge for you and all the other, small businesses that they really rely on that kind of thing for their income. So I really hope that the fall goes great and you guys see twice the sales you normally see to make up for your spring. But, well, guys, this is Cassie Lockwood with 3HTX Farms. I appreciate you taking time to talk with us today. You can visit their Facebook page or their website and help support a local small business by ordering from them. And I know if you want a private message her, she's happy to answer any questions about her products. All right. Thank you very much,
Thank
Cassie.
you
I
so much.
appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you. I had a great time.
All
Bye.
righty. Bye.